Hi everyone, I'm Tsakgapatso Khoza from South Africa. There's a lot of things that has been going on in South Africa that hasn't been really nice. So one of them for me is depression of teenagers. A lot of teenagers these days have been suffering from depression, and I'm one of them. And I've realized that yoga has taught me, I don't know about other people, but me, that it's very important to just sometimes just sit down with yourself and just breathe and know that whatever that's happening around you, it's okay, and yoga has taught me that no matter where you're going, what's happening, especially now that we've been going through this whole kidnapping of kids, it's just important to just sit down and just breathe and acknowledge that there are people around you. Another thing is also in South Africa, people don't really know more about yoga. Some people think yoga is for specific people, like rich people or people that live in a certain area, but it's for everyone,
I started it when I was transitioning between two schools, and it was quite hard for me. My little sister had done yoga at school with one of the teachers here, Jess, and my mum heard about the teen yoga course she was doing, and she said to my dad, "You should get Max to do this," and he said, "All right, I will." And I was trying at the time to be a little more open-minded when it came to opportunities, and my first thought was immediately yoga, not that flexible, probably won't be that good at it, but I decided to bite the bullet and go to the first session. As I expected, I think there was about 3 or 4 other girls and just me. But over time, I became more comfortable in the environment. I got much more stuck into the exercises, and I continued doing it course after course. Every time we redid the 6 weeks, I came again and again and again. And I found it's really, really helped me, both mentally, because I have had some troubling times at school, both academically and mentally. And I feel like that every Saturday night, I really look forward to going there, because I knew that from the entire week, I could take all of the problems I've had and just dump it into the yoga session, and they would all dissipate. And by the time I'd gone home, I was relaxed. I felt completely free of all my worries. Like a big weight had just been taken off my shoulder.
Hello, I'm Emmy. I'm from Australia. So I got into yoga at the start of this year because I just really needed a change from like a lot of the intense like workouts, and I've always been like a really active person. I've done like horse shows with miniature horses. That includes like a lot of like trail and hunter where you have to like run like really far distances, and it puts so much strain on your body running. So I was like, I need something to like relax me, because I'm always like so on the go all the time, and I just need something to calm. So I got into yoga, and like I never would have thought that I would get into this. So I was like, I may as well just give it a try. So I went to my first lesson at BU Yoga in Fig Tree, and ever since that, it's now just really like changed my life.
Yoga is very big on breathing, and I've said that I play trumpet and I play the saxophone too. So when I started yoga and I started all this breathing and relaxation and everything, I find that it's helped me a lot, in my playing, and how I've improved a lot in playing those instruments, because they are wind instruments and I need a lot of breathing and like support and everything.
The first teen yoga class I joined basically turned into me bringing other autistic teenage girls onto the class, because I feel that it's really important to have inclusivity in yoga classes for teenagers. Personally, as an autistic person, I sometimes find it hard to speak about what I'm finding difficult, partially because I'm nervous about it, but also because I can't really articulate what I'm finding difficult a lot of the time. In the relaxation part of yoga, it's important to have some kind of background music or meditations or something, because if it's just background noise, then I will try and pick up on one single thing to listen to, and that can be distracting from the actual purposes of the relaxation. For example, a lot of the time I just listen for my cats when I'm doing classes at home because I love my cats.
When the yoga people came to my school, I was like, okay, what's going on? Because they came right before we started writing exams. I was like, okay, I am so not interested in this. I am not gonna do yoga. But then obviously the principal was like, everyone is gonna do yoga. Okay. Firstly, of my first class, I was like so not into it. But then when I went on and on, I think I just realized how it helped me in many ways, because it made me get interested in doing flips and all those things, because it makes me very flexible right now. And since I come home more happy and more open, so I would just go to my grandma and be like, let's do yoga. And she'd be like, I'm very old for that. So I'll be like, we can just do like simple exercises, not tough ones like the downward dog. So we started with this breathing exercise so she can calm her nerves. Then we started doing the tree. Oh my god, she wasn't very good. She didn't even try. I even tried it on my mom, because my mom is Muslim and younger. We did my favorite position, which is the downward dog and the butterfly. Yes. And we started trying to do splits, because it makes us more interested in doing splits. So we tried on doing splits, and we're getting better and better.
I've been doing yoga for like quite a long time. It wasn't really serious until this past kind of year and a half, whenever I first started actually practicing and going to the studio and having a true practice and encouraging it to be in my lifestyle until this past year. And I originally wasn't planning to be a teacher. I just thought it was just another way for me to stay active. And because of my issues that I was facing at the time with certain eating disorders, depression, coming in and out of different abusive relationships, I just really needed some time to really learn who I was as a person. So it was kind of just my way of really transforming as a person. But I never really thought about being a teacher until at my home studio, where I'd go so many times before the coronavirus happened. My teachers basically begged me to be a teacher because they just saw how welcoming I was to all the other students. They constantly had to remind themselves of how young I actually was, and I have so much passion in this.
Yoga has changed my life in so many ways, because it has helped me realize that you can go into any position as long as you believe in yourself. And I was taught that by my yoga instructor that's teaching me now, that no matter how you're feeling or what people has said to you or anything, you are able to do anything that comes to you. And he's made me believe in myself more, and to just realize that breathing is something that people have to do before you do anything, and it will help you in whatever you do. So I really hope that I can spread the word in South Africa that it's okay that at times you are going through something. It's just, you just need to breathe. And yeah, there are people around you. So yeah.
I play hockey a few times a week. I'm a keeper. Learning to be able to increase the flexibility in my legs has been absolutely amazing to improve my game. And doing the balancing poses like the tree and with warrior poses has really improved my core strength, being able to get up and down off the ground a lot as well. Again, kept trying to tell the guys in my hockey club, no, you should do yoga, you should improve some of your strength and fitness. They're like, nah, we're good, mate. So it's tough, it's challenging, but people don't like to see yoga as what it can be. They see it for the stereotype that it's something that girls do because they want to be more flexible. But it's much, much more than that. Especially now coming into GCSE year, it has been really, really, really good. I've got parents on one side, I've got teachers on the other, trying to balance social relationships, help me with all of that. It's helped me physically. It's something that I think that more boys should do, because there's really no reason why you shouldn't.
I'm so much more calmer now, and I'm not as like hyperactive or anything, and I've really just learned to like take it easy on my body and not like overexert it and stuff. So that's how yoga's really just changed my life in like at the start of this year.
So I feel like, you know, yoga has definitely improved how I breathe and how I play. So I sound way better now. It's just great. And I feel like it's helped me a lot.
If you know that you have neurodiverse, especially autistic people in your class, it's quite important to tell them what's going to happen during the class and if you're going to have to leave. But it's really best not to leave at all, because it will stress us out.
I think every time I get home, I'm calm, I'm happy. My mom even noticed a difference in me ever since I started doing yoga, because I am more reliable. I talk more with her, and I'm very open. And even after the yoga class, even in class, I am so calm. There's no fights going on. It's just a very peaceful environment. So yoga really changed my life. And just like I'm going to high school next year, I just hope they also come to the high school, because I think we really need it there. Many teenagers have depression, and I really think yoga helps a lot, because it keeps you calm and relaxed, and you just, all your worries just float away. So I think yoga is the way to go.
Yoga has really been such a huge thing for me, mainly because it has transformed my mind and personality so much. And I'm just so shocked, because in this past year, I went from such a low place, mentally, physically, everything, and just going down a really bad path, to where now I can finally recognize myself as a good person that people enjoy being around. So I feel like my entire practice and my entire journey so far, and it's only been so short, so I'm just super excited to see where it brings me next.